Namaste. I welcome you to the new episode of Corporate NPD series. I'm your Dr. Susan Koruthu. These NPD series are only for awareness, and you're not supposed to use it for diagnosing yours or your loved one's situations. If you have a doubt, please consult an experienced corporate psychologist or practitioners. Now, today we are going to look at, and especially before that, let me tell you that these NPD series we have mostly do it in Malayalam because there are no much people who speak about narcissism in our language. But corporate is something different, so we need to have English in corporate. So the corporate NPD series, I mostly do it in English. I think whether they are from any part of the world, like they can understand English because English is a common language used all over the world. So today we are focusing on one particular topic in the narcissistic relationship in an organization, and which is basically the relationship between the boss and the subordinate. So it is called the chosen one. Let's understand what the leadership things and the organization. So we can see that there are various hierarchies in an organization, and in those hierarchies, you can see, the business owners to the the functional leaders to the position leaders, and then we can see that a department or a team or like your supervisors, your managers, your senior managers, and all those kind of hierarchies you can see. Plus, you can see among the team members, you can see there is no position is given to people, but there can be leaders coming up like that. But what is the difference between boss and a leader when you look at it? A leader who knows about his own people and what are the right resources and what he's supposed to be doing to bring up the right resources and set the structure of the team and to achieve the result of the team and individual members of the team and plus the organizational vision. So the leader who knows to select the right resources, mentor them, coach them, bring result from each one of them, and also the leader is the one who show them the path. You can have a career path like this, or you can have a career path like this. He will may ensure that he introduces his team members to the relevant career path so that they can pick up their speed from there and travel on that particular road. So leader is basically for the common things about the common good, that's the organizational benefit and the individual people's benefit and the team's benefit, including his own benefit. The leader is not thinking about his own benefit. Certain people say leader is not bothered. No, leader is bothered about his own benefit. Otherwise, why we have to call that person a leader? A leader who leads, at the same time, he leads himself too. So, but in the case of a narcissistic leadership, what happens is that the narcissistic leader can be called as a boss. In that particular situation, the boss is mostly bothered about his own vision, his own benefit, and he may or may not connect with the organization vision, or he may or may not choose the correct resource or connect with the resources and help them to achieve their own individual goals. But definitely the person is more bothered about his own benefit and growth, and that's his primary aim. Whereas the leader will think about everyone should benefit, we all get whatever shares we're supposed to get. Those kind of things can happen. It is easy to talk to a leader. You feel comfortable. Your emotional state will be balanced when you think about talking to a leader, but your emotional state will be like in a roller coaster when you think of talking to a boss. You can understand whether you have a leader or a boss by feeling this. Okay, a leader, you feel comfortable. Okay, I need to talk to him about my life in this organization or my growth or whatever. You feel so comfortable to talk to him. But whereas the boss, you feel like, oh my God, how I'll take it, oh my, all those kind of things happens in your butterflies in the stomach, and you feel like puking, you feel like uncomfortable. 2-3 days you will have this kind of issues, and you are a different person. You really kind of angry and upset and irritated person in the house and with people, and you know that something different is happening to you when you think about, okay, to your boss about certain things, that is not the, you doubt your boss like it or not. But with a leader, you don't have this problem. So you can understand by looking at your feelings, whether you are working for a leader or you are working for a boss. And let's understand a particular terminology or particular interpersonal relationship a boss and a subordinate or his follower has is, and especially when I say leader, as leader has follower, but boss has, his subordinates, has people who work under them and those kind of relationships. And in that narcissist leader who's a boss, you can see that he has got a particular way of choosing people, and we call it as chosen ones. The chosen ones is a very tricky thing. And any organization, if you have a kind of a hierarchy, a kind of a selection process for the next leadership or promotion panels, we can see that there is a transparency. We have those kind of selection based on various factors. The competence factors, like you check for quality of various their behaviors, their know-how, their skills, their skill matrices are checked, and all those areas are checked, and their behavior patterns, their character, their personality, their persona, everything has been analyzed, and then you make the decision. But whereas in the bosses, situation where the boss mostly goes and pick people and make them into positions, and the chosen one are basically picked to serve the boss. In leadership, where you selected to serve the organization, when the chosen ones are only selected to serve the boss. And there, in any team where a boss is there, there will be one person who's chosen. So when you select a person, the selected person will be chosen as the next to leadership position. The selected ones, there will be people, and they will be told that you can be working on yourself for the next positions. Each one will work, and the best one will get the position, and they move on one by one. They move on the hierarchy. But in the chosen one, always there to make the boss go higher and higher by doing dirty works for him. And I said dirty works because that work doesn't give any benefit to the chosen person, but the boss will get benefited. And in the chosen one, it's a slave. So when somebody selects you, you can say that, am I a chosen one or am I a selected one? So the selected one means you have growth, and the chosen one, you are a slave. So this is how you look at it and you understand. Because why I'm telling all these things, you need to practically understand what happens at the organization, and you can understand where do you stand and how you feel about the entire thing, and you can understand, okay, whether I'm a chosen one or I'm a selected one. The chosen ones will be given some data collection, some kind of taking minutes, some kind of organizing things, and like making PowerPoint presentations for the boss, drafting letters, and like coordinating certain things. And in between all this dirty works you do for the boss, you get certain work for you as well. And you will also get kind of a progress in the career, to make sure that you are satisfied. Like you say that the breadcrumbs comes with the dirty work that you do for your boss. So that the breadcrumbs, when it comes, you get, wow, I'm getting something to taste, right? That so these kind of works you feel, I'm getting certain promotions, I'm getting salary increase, I'm getting appreciation, that you feel. But the chosen ones will do all the dirty work for the boss, and they don't have time for their own progress. So what the boss says is very interesting. He says, "Oh, you are the one. Oh my God, the way you do the work. I'm always fascinated by your work. And when you make the presentation, I'm so comfortable. I can trust you with anything. So if you are not there, I don't know what I would have done. Oh my God! So you have that, you have that skill. It's amazing." And all those kind of very beautiful words will come to you. and you will be feeling like, okay, I am the chosen one. Whoa, great, my boss is so happy with me. But your job is not to make boss happy only. Yes, you need to please your authority. That is a survival tactics in the organizer or anywhere. But you need to progress in your life. But your progress will be stagnated at one point, because beyond that you haven't acquired any skills. You have occurred only to support or help a boss to succeed. So in here, what your position is, the position is like a slave. So when you are chosen, oh, the boss is saying that I'm good. Okay, then when you are doing things, you can understand whether you have been chosen as a slave or you are selected as a leader. So this always needs to be in your head. So when you do this, I have seen when clients comes to me, when I work with them, I can see that they have a lot on their plate. It's just falling. The tasks are falling like, and they are not moving ahead from a particular stage they came and they reach it. Mama, I'm a team lead. I'm in this position. Your position wise, I'm happy. I got it. But mom, I can't have that confidence or I can't move ahead. Then when we look at the task in their plate, majority of them are like this dirty task, which the boss wants to give it to them to do it so that he can peacefully handle his own growth. He studies, he explores options and he moves ahead. He sleeps at home, but this person spends sleepless nights, sleepless, he doesn't have time for his family, and the family complains. Most of the time, when the family complains, only they come to me, I can't manage this too, and it is a problem. When you look at it, this person, and the family's complaint is that, okay, if this person is getting some promotions and the person is moving ahead, we are having no problem, but he's still there. There is no progress is happening, and there is no family time, there is no progress in the organization. Then we definitely need to look at it, because there is a problem. Maybe you are a chosen one then. So when they come and you look at it, the most of the dirty works, coordinating meetings and breaking the presentations, finding the right data for the boss, and all those kind of things they will do. The presentations, and the ownership will be taken by the boss later, and they get all the glory. So when the boss get the glory and the slave is getting a pat on the back and appreciation, the person thinks that, oh my God, oh yeah, see, look, my work is really appreciated. I'm a hero, because this comes from the hero feeling. We all have a feeling of hero, victim, and boss, and we don't like the feeling of let me say, it is not both the victim, the hero, and the villain. So we don't like the feeling of villain and the victim. We like the feeling of hero. And heroism you're doing, you're helping your boss, and the boss says that you are a hero, my dear. Oh my God, you are there. So my life is really at ease. So you feel like you are a hero, but actually you're not a hero for yourself, but you are making your boss a hero, and in turn you feel that a little bit of feeling your boss is giving you feel really good. And another heroic feeling you get is that all the other people, the team members, are, oh, the boss likes him, the boss is having this, okay, he is here, he's always, his job is secured. All these kind of things you hear, you feel that you're a hero. But you look at your real the reality, the logical part. The boss is there. As long as the boss is there, you have the job security. You are keeping him, or you need to, if he is moving to another organization, you need to move with him to support him and all those kind of things. Otherwise, if another boss comes and that boss doesn't require any of your help, and when he puts the restructuring paper on the table and you look at everything, what is your achievement? Your achievement is nothing but helping the boss. And this boss doesn't require that. The boss says that, I'm sorry, I don't think this resource is required. Or you get the lowest position and you feel so bad because with the boss, you have been getting his shadow. Under his shadow, you are shining. But now you are nowhere. See, whenever, I'm not saying that you need to be a chosen one or a selected one. And think about, the chosen ones are only allowed to obey. Again, the chosen ones are only allowed to obey. But the selected ones can grow. They can contribute, you can discuss, they can creatively and critically think, and all those kind of things are there. They can study, they can progress and everything. but the chosen ones. That is why in most of the religious things and other places, you say, he is the chosen one. That means obey. This is the system. This is what I'm saying. You just have to obey. No questions asked. The chosen ones cannot ask questions. It has been generally selected by looking at everyone. Oh, I pick him. He is the one, or she is the one. I pick her. She is the one. That is the way the chosen one is going. So we need to be very careful about it. Whether you're a chosen one or a selected one, whatever it is, when you have been picked up for something, you need to look at certain things. So you need to say, what am I picked up for? Whom am I serving? How that is going to help me in growing myself, and how I am contributing to the organization's development and progress, and all these things you need to check. And if you don't check, you don't have anything to put it in the CV, because when you don't have anything to put it in the CV as your achievement, and you know what is your plight then, and that is only organization you can work for, and the only boss you can work for, or similar type of bosses you can work for. You cannot work anywhere. You don't have the confidence. Your confidence is limited to the boss and that particular organization or a team. You don't have the capabilities and confidence and self-esteem and self-worth to go to any organization. I don't mind. I am here to project my capabilities and my achievements, and you don't get that kind of a feeling. So anywhere you need to look at it, like when I'm doing something, what am I getting? That means what is in it for me? That is always being checked. You can be a chosen one, there is no problem. But when somebody chose you, you need to just check, okay, they chose me for what? Okay, what is that I'm getting? Is this going to help me in any way? Either to get a new skill, something new expertise I can gain, new knowledge is coming. Okay, that can be added to my CV, or some achievements I can record and show to people. And this is my achievement. But in the case of doing a PowerPoint presentation, how do you put it in the CV? I was preparing PowerPoint presentation for my boss. I'm drafting letters for my boss. I'm coordinating these things. These are very, 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 basic level things. As you increase your years of working and work experience, you need to show what you have done individually for yourself, by yourself, not for someone else all the time to make them show in their CV, yeah, I did this, I did that. They can show that, but you will be staying as who you are there. So there's a saying in Malayalam, എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു നായ നടന്നിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല നായക്കിരിക്കാൻ നേരമില്ല. അപ്പോൾ the person who doesn't have time for anything, but there is no use of whatever he does for himself. You need to be very careful, how you are managing this. And when the chosen ones comes, you need to be always careful. First, you need to check whether your the head is a boss or a leader. That's very essential for you to decide whether you need to work for this or another department, or you need to make a change. The boss also not a problem, but under the boss, if you become a chosen one, you need to look at, am I a slave who is only allowed to obey, or I can contribute, I can discuss, am I comfortable, I'm okay with it. And again, if you are a slave, you need to look at it, the delegation process. Am I getting all the dirty work, and so the glory goes to him? And these things are okay at the beginning, because we are just joined. We don't have much of an experience. We need to get experiences. And the first 3 years of first 1 year, I would say normally, but I can just extend to 2 years or 3 years. You just play with all these kind of things to understand. But once your 3 years are over, you must be able to sense these kind of things, and you need to work for yourself and progress in your career ladder, rather than always being a chosen one for one leader, and then you are tiding, or you are stuck with your growth there. And you may be happy because in the organization you feel that comfort or security because you are doing it, but if you look at within, you're not having peace, you're not happy, you don't have progress. And because you're always tidied up with the tasks to complete, deadlines and everything, but not for you, for the boss. But boss's deadlines become your deadline, but boss's progress will never be yours, and the achievement goes to him and you won't get anything. So be careful about this kind of dynamics. Understand the chosen ones are not always the great ones, but be the selected ones among a lot of people, based on the qualities and the work that I do, and the achievements and I bring, and the contribution I make to the organization. I've been chosen as someone, or selected as someone. So this is how you need to look at it. I hope you understood what is the entire meaning of chosen ones and how it works. And you can now understand to check what is your position, or somebody who really, your friends or your loved ones, and you can have that clarity. And let me tell you again, this is not to diagnose yourself as a chosen one or select, oh, I'm having problem, I need to do something else. But you need to always, when you have a doubt, please cross check with an expert, so that they can help you to understand what is it and how you need to move ahead in your career ladder. I hope you all have a great life. Like, our purpose in any organization or anywhere in life is grow, develop, and mature. Especially the chosen one will not get any of these three, but they have a fake feeling that they're growing, they're developing, they're achieving something. But in reality, those things are for the boss, and you get the breadcrumbs that comes to you. So be careful about it, because we all have the right to live a beautiful life, and peace, happiness, progress must be our life purpose. And like, never take abuse, never give abuse, never self-abuse should be our principle, and that is how we need to live our life. Then you will experience peace, happiness, and progress. I wish all of you a very great, successful career life. Thank you.